Hey guys, such a warmonger here, and you're watching 3 versus 3 Siege of Jerusalem. This is a player versus player, attackers versus defenders game. The objective of the attackers, which are these guys in the northwest, is to get 30 units inside this Dome of the Rock inner temple area. So this rectangle here. Get 30 units in here, and make sure you're uncontested, which means no defending units should be in here. You're able to do that, then you win as the attackers. And for the defenders, you just have to hold out for 45 minutes and then you'll win. And these are the defenders. They have their production buildings here. You can see these. Well, actually, let's switch over to, let's play it for a little bit. There you go. So you can see that blue, red, and gray. So player 4 is gray, player 5 is red, and player 6 is blue. So these are the production buildings. Stables by the Temple Mount, barracks and archery rangers here. This is a super important area, which has the siege workshop, monasteries for relics, if you're able to capture the relics, and your markets, which are super important for trading and giving each other tribute. And then lastly, for the production for the defenders is are these castles. Let's start the game and I'll explain as we go. So, every player starts with 40,000 wood, food, and gold. And I'm just going to show in-game for a little bit. You're going to see that it starts off at nighttime. And then you can see that it transitions into a winter mood, which kind of represents the morning. So that's early morning. And then it's going to transition the mood into daytime, like normal mood, and then desert mood for the afternoon. And then later on, it's going to transition to autumn for the last 3 minutes, which would show the sunset mood, make that effect. And then lastly, it'll go back to nighttime. So the whole siege, and then I'll switch back to Capture Age. The whole siege is supposed to take place in the course of 1 day. This is, we're imagining this is the last day of a long siege, and the attackers have to accomplish it before their supplies run out at nighttime. So 45 minutes maximum. And if the attackers are gonna able to do anything sneaky and get stuff in here without enemies being here too, then that'll work too. All right, so let's talk about the players. Let's start with the attackers. They have these merchant spies. They have really high pierce armor and they have long sight range. So if we switch to the attackers, that's how freaking far their sight range is. So they're great for keeping tabs on weak points or checking out flanks, Like I like to send my spies somewhere here to see if these town centers and tents are protected. So everybody starts with 40,000 wood, food, and gold. The defenders do not have any income, except for maybe if their monks capture these relics, which they're doing right now. So it's more important to the defenders than the attackers. So there's 5 relics that they can capture, and then that will make these monasteries important. And then another source of income is right in the very middle of the game is a caravan, and then I'll explain that later on. But those are the only 2 sources of income for the defenders. Villagers can't build anything except for barricades. So this guy knows what he's doing. He's just gonna make a barricade city, I guess. Barricades are pretty expensive at 350 wood, but if you're a civ that doesn't need wood, then you don't care. So what civ is? I guess gray is Teutons, so he's player 4 Teutons. You're gonna see some of his units are different. This guy in the scenario editor is a heavy pikeman, but in this game he's a order pikeman. Basically same stats as a halberdier, except stronger in regular combat. You can usually people like also to make the Teutonic Knights, which are the exact same stats as a paladin, but different skin. But he's not making it this game. That was player 4 gray. Player 5 red is the Aztec Normans, so they've been changed to the Normans. They get Norman bowmen. These are Norman bowmen. They only have 9 range. They're not like longbowmen, but they have 11 damage, so they're still pretty good. They also get the Sergeants, which are weaker. Instead of 85 HP, they only have 70 HP, and instead of 7 melee armor, they only have 4 melee armor. But since they're Aztecs, they have crazy high attack at 19 attack. Here starts the battle. So, the blue player is the Franks. Everything about the Franks is the same, except for their Frankish Paladin had a reskin and +1 anti-cavalry armor. Ouch. Ouch. So attackers taking out Trebs first to make way for their own Trebs. I'll explain some of the defenses later on. So this strong point is the closest point to the attackers. It's basically, it's called Tankard's Tower. So let's see if there's any Frankish paladins. Can we spot any? Any Frankish paladins anywhere? There. So they're Frankish knights, is what they're called, but same stats as a paladin. So orange is player 1, and that was me in this game. And I'm playing as the Bulgarians, which have been renamed to Armenians. If you notice, their archers were longer ranged, but also their trebuchets are cheaper and have bonus damage versus stone buildings, because the Armenians were good at siege also. And then also their archers, I added 2 range, 2 attack, and set them to 40 HP. So they're kind of like just regular Joes now, not the really, really weak guys. So Tankard's Tower is about to go down. Let's see what's going on here. Nothing much. Here's a Teutonic flank with Order Pikemen. The Norman player trying to send some Norman raiders. Oh no, these are Norman knights. Take out some trebuchets. Took out one. Okay, so if you haven't noticed by now, it's taking a really long time to take down castles and take down towers, take down walls. It's because they are 20,000 HP. So they're 20,000 HP plus a whole lot of extra building armor. So the only really effective way to get them down is using trebuchets. But at least, even though the gates are 20,000 HP, they don't have extra building armor, so battering rams are still good against them, especially siege rams. So you can see that it's going down relatively quickly there. Let's You notice this special unit right here, that's a scout, a mercenary scout. So fastest unit in the game at 1.65 speed. And pretty good sight range. And very useful, basically. Everybody gets one, attackers and defenders. So I was able to push through with a few siege rams, trying to go unnoticed. Fortunately, Red did notice it. Little did he know that I also have a secret ram right here, trying to take down the walls, so I'm undetected. This ram attack isn't going very well. It's not very successful. So we can go back to the main battle. So yeah, I was player 1, Bulgarian Armenians. Player 2, Yellow, is playing the Saracens. Absolutely nothing has been changed, except they can train Eastern Swordsmen. Good use of siege towers. So, I don't think they've noticed this attack yet. So, that's a bit more successful. Bulgarian extra damage against stone defenses is paying off very well. Plus the fact that their trebuchets are cheaper by 50 wood and gold. Yellow having fun with this very this medieval attack. These siege rams would have been better attacking this this gate. Green is as the Britons is slowly making his way towards the Tower of David. This is the Tower of David. Oh, I guess they finally figured out that there was something going on here. Gray is going crazy with the barricades. Absolutely crazy. Very interesting. So, lastly, player 3 is playing the Britons. Nothing's changed there. I think absolutely nothing's changed for the Britons. Something to take note of is that defender trebuchets get +1 range, except if the defender is Briton or the Tatars. Frankish Knights. Very cool looking. Exact same stats, except for +1 anti-cav armor. Yellow just enjoying dying outside the walls. Seems to be something he likes to do. Green pushing very, very slowly. Now this is the Tower of David. So I'm going to talk about population for a bit. The defenders have 200 population to work with, and the attackers have 220. The thing is, the defenders' population is vulnerable. So Tower of David has 2 castles each player, so that's 40 population. There's a tent club here, that's another 20 population. There's another tent club here, that's another 20 population. And then there's town centers and tents here. That's another 20 population. That all adds up to 100 population outside of the temple. So if you lose tents, then you lose population to work with. So you have to try to protect your tents. And of course, this super hard to attack position. Although, as Britons, they're doing a great job. If I was him, I would attack ground right here, because the splash damage of the Britons would be super awesome. Let's see. Oh, looks like I made another sneak attack through the opening over here. So as the Bulgarians, I know my cav is pretty good at attacking buildings, I think. Or evidently. So neutralize their relic advantage. Attacking markets, attacking the great siege workshop. Oh, yellow finally pushed through. Green is pressuring the castle, and I am making raids. I tried to make another raid at the same time, but red has got it sealed. Well, sort of. I at least push in. I want to at least open this to threaten the fact that I can come in here. I know I won't win the game. Actually, I could have won the game. If I just killed that thing and these guys, I would have been doubtful. I don't think I would have won. Let's see what's going on here. Yellow has finally breached. That's a good opening right there. Green has taken down the first major part of the Tower of David defenses, which is the castle. Remember, each one of these is 20,000 HP, so 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, and then the castle is 20,000, and each wall is 20,000. And even these player castles are 20,000. So this is a tough place, you know, tough nut to crack. That's because it's so important. Apparently they are ignoring these two. I didn't even know they were there either, so I could have just attacked these tents. That's an interesting thing. Alright, they're taking down the gate. That's a good move. Yellow is pushing in. Very good move. Finally clearing it out. So not sure why he's attacking the Victorias. I should have explained that. I will explain all of these buildings, except for the Defender-owned actual production buildings and tents. They are Gaia, so they do not do anything. They're just there for display. Unless it's a tower, like these minarets, or the fortified tower, or gate. You know, I mean like a fortified tower that's owned by player 7 or 8. They don't do anything. They don't provide sight. They're just there for display. Yeah. Ooh. Assault on that could have been bad. So, I tried to attack the tents. So I took down at least one, but I wasn't paying attention. That's fine. Because I also made... Oh, yellow is raiding. He was able to destroy this one town center. Looks like he's raiding some more. I'm trying to raid these tents. You know, trying to apply some pressure. Now, I think it's a mistake that the defenders pulled in their defenses so much, and I think it's because they were so paranoid of my attack over here. So that attack actually really opened up the wall defenses, so that was actually good. Who wins? A bunch of archers or a bunch of Teutonic knights? Yeah, that's the problem with the new pathing. I feel like it used to be where the Teutonic knights would do a lot of damage, but they just got massacred. Yellow doing great raids on the population over here. Trying to raid this some more. Green slowly just playing his own game. Taking each tower one by one, taking them down. Applying pressure. Not even sure he's being opposed, to be honest. Blue is really... You know what? Blue could have done more. Should have gone out and done some raiding or something. Try to go in. Doesn't really happen. Try to go in here. I think this one might be more successful than this one. I've pulled back. But let's see where I'm going with this. Oh. I'm going for the siege workshops. Yellow, raiding over here. Took down the tents. Here goes the siege workshop. See, the Aztecs are so strong. The Aztec Normans. They're kind of like the Space Marines of Age of Empires. Well, not Age of Empires, but like of my map. So I'm trying to take down their siege workshop because they can build siege onagers, which are scary. So I'm not sure why they pulled back so far in and just gave up their population. But that might have been a mistake on their part. It's going down. Green is starting to finally hit the castles. He's just throwing units away. Not sure what that's about. Oh god, does this siege workshop not go down? It doesn't go down. Ooh. Got a little fight on the Mount of Olives. Pretty action-packed game. Yeah, green. Slowly but surely, as the Britons is taking down the castle. Finally gonna take down one castle from the defenders. So at this point, 20. So well, no, actually they haven't lost this yet. Red is really Arthedain. He's the only one keeping this whole defense together. He's protecting the tents. He's securing the flanks. He was securing this flank, but now that's open. This castle went down finally. Looks like it just went down. Here comes the big push from me. Now blue still hanging out. Not sure why. Taking down their population. I think this is actually down. It's a graphical glitch, I think. Or maybe it is not down yet. Oh yeah, it is down. I can't even click it. I think these are down. There's some graphical glitch. Okay, let's talk about this. This is the caravan. It spawned right here. And each trade cart, there's 3 trade carts, 1 per player. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Each trade cart that makes it back to the Dome of Rock, oh my god, that would have been amazing. If yellow killed that trade cart. Never mind. Okay, each trade cart that makes it back to the Dome of Rock will give every defender 2,000 wood, food, and gold. So that's a total of 6,000 extra. That's it. Because the defenders are supposed to have this defender's advantage. The attackers get 1,500 wood, food, and gold every 3 minutes. Because they're supposed to be having such a hard time attacking the city. Alright, second castle went down, as you saw. Attackers really putting the pressure on. Blue just running around, just passing, as T90 would say. Just passing. Oh, archers in our faces? Just passing. Yellow, still really trying to take this out. Red, Arthedain. Ain't gonna happen, he says. Ain't gonna happen. I try to make another. I just like to poke, you know? I just like to poke. I want to see, hey, is this still free? You know, I want to keep the pressure up. Saw that trade card disappear right there. So that was another, you know, they got the food. With food and gold. And they get this awesome army. You know, all of these, you know, Imperial Camels, Cataphracts, Camel Archers, all sorts of good stuff in the caravan. So it's kind of like a boost, you know, a power boost. Let's see. Oh boy. Castle's going down. Green just... He's playing the, you know... He's role-playing, I think. He's pretending, I am Saladin, except I'm not Saladin, I'm British. So maybe, you know, Richard the Lionheart attacking Jerusalem for some reason. Got a little skirmish out here in the forest. Guess Gray is tired of all these stupid raids. He's like, that's enough. Send in the knights. Teutonic knights. Clear the forest. The Mountain of Olives is the Garden of Gethsemane. You know, all of this whole map is based on, it's as accurate as possible to the historical medieval Jerusalem, specifically in the Crusades. Already destroyed one barracks. This is the beginning of the end for the defenders. They've lost. They can't really fight back here. He's just see how long it takes to destroy the Tower of David. It's just so crazy. It's such a cool, like, one day I'll go to Jerusalem and I'll see all this and it'll be amazing. He's still not committing his forces. He's like, we are French. Vive la France. We will protect the city, but let the peasants go first. Oh, I guess we should go. Okay. Attaqueo. Chargez. Finally. Like, if these paladins went in earlier, all of these archers dead. Scouts with skirmishers. Perfect counter. See? French paladins. Frankish paladin. Oh, well, Frankish knights. Very good unit. Yellow was able to destroy this finally. Also, notice how much the defenders cannot see. Look. So that's what I like about the way I set the map up. Is... since everything is owned by Gaia except for like towers and production buildings, when each tower and gate gets destroyed, you lose vision. And these houses don't provide vision, the walls don't provide vision, these chains don't provide vision. So it kind of makes it feel like you're losing territory. And it gets a little more claustrophobic, and then scouting becomes important. You know? That's why I gave Mercenary Scout. Whoops, excuse me. I gave Mercenary Scouts. Because scouts are good. Scouting is good. It's good to know where the enemy's attacking. Green finally deciding, maybe it's safe. Maybe it's safe to help my friends. Maybe there's nothing coming at me. Maybe these trebs are gonna finish these guys off. Because for a long time, Orange, which is me, I've been the only one pushing this main enemy production. Yellow has been having his fun. with his raids and whatnot. Arthedain must be stressed because it seems like he's the only really effective player so far. Like the Teutonic player even, I haven't really seen much Gray. He's been guarding. They've been praying. So a little historical note is that if you're wondering why the stables are in the Temple Mount, is because technically this area is the underground stables. And then, you know, the Templars stayed here, etc., etc. And this is the royal palace. So that's why the stables are there. Castle went down, I believe. Oh my god, they're still up. Good lord. Let's see what else is going on. So, in other games, right here, this was kind of a dull battle, so I'm gonna explain some stuff. Oh, my trebs have arrived. In other games, I like to send some siege rams or trebuchets to hit this wall and make sneak attacks towards their production. Sometimes I like to break through here and then see if I can take down stables. It's really hard to capture the dome. Kind of have to dismantle the defenders. Ooh, bye-bye. The trebs have arrived. They're still working on these castles. Alright. Yellow is still, like, a tiny, tiny force. Let's be honest. Let's look at... How much does yellow have? Yellow has hardly anything. What happened? Where's yellow's stuff? I kept saying, hey, do you guys need res this whole game? They're so paranoid about this attack flank. Really helps me out. Just look how much they're abandoning their production. That's so sad. Maybe they're out of res. Let's risk it. What do you think? Where is it? Oh god. Well, let's. I think Capture Age crashed. So let's just resume it in game. So how much res do they have? Okay, so we have Arthedain running low. Blue, oh my god, blue. Come on, blue. This is why they lost. You can see that the Teuton player, he built so many barricades everywhere. You can see this. That he's out of wood, basically. Arthedain, a good balance. They really need to share more share rest. And blue, oh my god, he needed to do something. You see, the attackers are struggling. Green is it's not bad, but we've all got like the one res that we don't have a lot of. Kept asking if they needed anything, and yellow never asked for resources, so I never gave fruit. I could have. It's kind of sad. Oh, yellow is doing something. So, what else do we have here? Oh, finally. Charge of the heavy brigade. Nope. Just passing. Oh no, here come the halves. This is it. Oh my god. That was a super ineffective charge. What's blue doing? Like, look how much money he had. That makes me so sad. Ugh. That's so sad. And Gray left his trebs undefended. This is the last push. Let's see. And here I go, pushing in with halbs, because these French guys, Frankish knights, you see? Same everything, except there's a secret +1 anti-infantry, well, anti-cavalry attack armor. So, like, camels have -1 bonus attack. By the way, this dome is invincible. So I think I told them, quit it. Stop attacking that. Army tents are secretly hidden here, so there's 100 population hidden right there. As a bonus. It used to be here, but it messed with triggers. Green and yellow feeling victory. Arthedain, wood and gold. Not sure you can make anything out of your stables with wood and gold. Blue still has a lot that he can make. What's in here? What's Gray gathering? There it is. Don't attack dome. It's invincible. What's Gray saving up? Like, we're right at the doors. We have to go in. We're in. We're capturing the dome. We're cleaning it up. And this is it. I think this is the moment. Once these guys go away, that's it. They're even leaving the dome. Well, like, I think that's it. That's it. Oh no, we just don't have enough units in it. You need 30 units. 30 units from one player. Right there. This is it. With these guys. I guess we don't have 30 units yet. Maybe these guys. There you go. Okay guys, let's look at the stats. Oh, you said, damn, that was fun. Yes. I have fun playing this map too. Arthedain, the hero of the defenders. He's the Balian of Ebeline of the map. Played the Normans, Aztec Normans. Look at that. I can't believe how much blue had left in economy. In money. See, they even were able to capture so many relics. But I destroyed their monasteries. Yeah, well, thanks guys for watching. I'll see you next time.